So, dear friends, what a topic. I have lost count of how many lectures I have heard on it. The last time was exactly a month ago when Mr. Andrássy delivered a lecture on the communication strategy of the Slovak Supreme Audit Office to the top management of our office. But we held a communication seminar in Prague, and my colleagues want to organize another one. So please, what are the key words? Making means we need to work harder. More means that what we have now is not enough. And public, what does it mean, public? Public means that we don't just talk about the government and parliament. We talk about my mother, wife, and daughter. And my ladies will forgive me for this. This presentation is called Learning from the Best One. So who is it? Oh, don't worry. I am not planning to talk about myself. I am planning to talk about him. Sir Winston Churchill is one of the greatest orators of all time, and his working methods have become legendary. Let's take a look at some of them. Churchill did not just scribble down the drafts of his speeches and call it good. In fact, it would take him from 6 to 8 hours to write a single 40-minute speech. He studied each sentence carefully, producing several versions. Each one was sharper and tighter than the last. The average person has a vocabulary of around 25,000 words. Me no. But Churchill has been estimated at 65,000. However, he didn't like long and flowery words as well as bureaucratic jargon. For example, while other politicians would refer to the lower income group, he would say the poor. While they would say accommodation units, he would say homes. And another one, place the most important point first. Churchill advised, if you have an important point to make, don't try to be soft or clever. Use a pile driver, hit the point once, then come back and hit it again, then hit it a third time. And what is the most important thing? That the audience gets goosebumps and is led to one crystal conclusion. I could go on for hours, but there is no time. So in conclusion, here is my favorite quote from Churchill. Be sincere. When he dictated his speeches, his emotion was so raw and real that sometimes he and his secretary would both be crying. He could not stand all the polished talk coming from people sitting safely miles away from the action. Churchill was not just a speaker, but a man of action. And that made him the most effective kind of public speaker of all. And here you can see the reason why I am talking about it. We have devoted years to the audit, to its preparation and processing. The subject of my contribution here, how to make audit more accessible to the public, is far from that level of commitment. Our work lacks the Churchillian obsession that should underpin everything we do. And what is the result? I asked artificial intelligence and so-called the Flash-Kincaid test for help. It's a test that measures the readability of text and estimates the US school grade level required to understand a text. Simply put, the lower your score, the clearer you can express yourself. This method was first used by the Army for assessing the difficulty of technical manuals in 1978. Soon it became a United States military standard. And now, let's watch Churchill and his most famous speech. What grade level do you think he gets for this part?
I would say to the House, as I said to those who have joined the government, I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. We have before us an ordeal of the most grievous kind. We have before us many, many long months of struggle and of suffering. You ask, what is our policy? I will say, it is to wage war by sea, land, and air, with all our might, with all the strength that God can give us, to wage war against a monstrous tyranny never surpassed in the dark and lamentable catalogue of human crime. That is our policy.
Yeah. 7.3. Imagine, it was a key speech in the British House of Commons, and it was written in a way that teenagers could easily understand. By the way, here are the grade levels of some United States presidents' speeches. Nobody is less 7, around 7. And now, please follow my short demonstration. I entered the first paragraph of one of our press releases into the FK grade level. And what was the result?
Oh.
13.1. This is press release. It was written to the general public, and it speaks with language of lawyers and scientists. Do you get me? It's readable for experts with specific knowledge. And do you think Churchill, the Nobel Prize winner in Stockholm in literature, couldn't have written it on 13.1? We got Churchill's voice from artificial intelligence, and we asked this intelligence to rewrite the part of Churchill's speech that I showed you a moment ago. And the prompt was, put it in the way so it has the score 13.1. The same score as our press release. And please listen to this.
The esteemed members of the House of Commons, as I have communicated to those integrated into this government, my sole offering includes blood, labor, tears, and sweat. We confront a profoundly formidable challenge, characterized by significant adversity. Ahead lie numerous protracted months of relentless endeavor and substantial hardship. You inquire about our strategic policy. I proclaim it entails prosecuting warfare across maritime, terrestrial, and aerial domains, harnessing our collective strength and significant power to oppose an egregious tyranny, unmatched in the somber chronicle of human offenses. That constitutes our policy.
I think it's clear to all of us why Churchill did not write it that way. It's obvious where his skill lay and where we failed. And to measure everyone by the same yardstick, do you know what is the FK grade level rating of my presentation? It's 9.1. And I did my best. I really did. And as you can see, I am far from Sir Winston Churchill. So I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. Thank you.